welcome to UNMC Diaries. My name is Shamra.
And I'm Ken.
And we have...
Sarah. I'm Sarah, guys. Hi.
So Sarah, introduce yourself. What are you doing here today?
Okay, so I am here in the capacity of a candidate who's running for the position of the SA president. And you guys probably know me as the activities officer.
So, Sarah, when I saw that you were running for SA president, the first thing that came to my mind was, why are you trying to put yourself through the torture all over again?
I thought you would actually support her, but no.
Yeah, I thought it was going in that direction.
I support you, but sis, why are you inflicting pain on yourself for another year? Sis.
Okay, so my decision was actually very well thought out. Yeah, so for the longest time, people were like, you should run, and I was like, I don't know about it and stuff like that. But what really pushed me to do is that I really care about the SA. And I think to be an executive and to be able to actually bring proper change, you need to care about it. You need to care about the people you work with. You need to care about what changes you want to bring. You need to have a vision. And I feel like I really do. And in my opinion, I feel like I've given so much to it in this year. I've invested a lot into SA. So to just leave it like that doesn't seem right to me. I feel like I should move on and take it, complete my entire...
Take it one step further.
Yeah. So that's probably why I'm running.
So you do have some previous experience because you were the acting president for a while, right?
Yes, I was.
How was that?
Well, I think it was, honestly, at that time, even though I was the acting president, I was elected democratically by the rest of the executives. It really was a team effort. Whether it was budgeting or bringing up issues with the management and stuff like that. I did go to quite a lot of meetings with them as well. So, but yeah, definitely we all worked through it as a team.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Sarah, we just received
some
news.
Spicy news.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe you know this as well. So apparently Madhara is pulling out from the candidacy.
Which leaves you as the sole candidate versus Ron, of course.
Yeah. So what do you feel about that?
She did come and talk to me about it, which I really respect her for it, and I respect why she did it. And I just think that it's her story to tell, so I wouldn't want to, talk about it. But
how do you feel personally?
I don't think it changes anything for me, because the way I'm looking at it is that before I was running to win because I really do believe in the changes I want to bring. Okay. And I believe that my manifesto speaks for itself, and these are all changes that I know I can bring.
Okay.
So her pulling out, or even if somebody else was, to come into the race, it wouldn't change my commitment and my dedication to this position.
Oh.
Did you rehearse the answer? Because that was very good.
Yeah.
No, I was...
Sis knows.
She actually just came to me and told me, so I was a little bit overwhelmed, but yeah. Oh. Well, yeah, it's just this is what I believe and feel.
So what would you do differently from the previous president?
What would you bring to the table?
Okay, so obviously I think kudos to Roshni. She's done a great job. She joined in so late, and I'm pretty sure it was really hard for her. But I think she's just done the best she could with what she had. What I'm gonna do differently, well, there's quite a lot of things that I would want to do differently. But what I do really want to focus on is how we always sort of talk about how SA isn't including students in, and how there's a big gap. The way I look at it is that SA is something that needs to be integrated into the students.
Yeah. Because
SA is nothing without students. So it's more about empowering students and telling them how they, what power they hold and how they can bring about changes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So tell them what they can do.
So, for example, when we talk about the meet the execs concept.
Yeah.
Or even when you're making an interactive video, nobody would want to see the same people again and again on a video.
True.
So, why don't you include students into that? So instead of doing meet the execs where, the execs are just sitting and then you want people to come and talk to you, why don't you turn it into a poetry night or an open mic night?
True.
Because this is something that engages the students, and this is we are put in place so that we can give the students a better experience. So why not give them something? And then through that, I believe that it's the execs' jobs to go up to people and talk to them, not the other way around, because we are here to serve the students. That's practically what it is. So, you do an event like that, and then you go around and you talk to people and you ask them what they want. So I think that's what I would want to focus on as a president.
I think that's great. So, Sara, you've, since you've been in the SA for almost a year already, what would you say, the biggest problem UNMC has, and how you, as, say, the president, would hope to resolve it?
I would definitely say that the biggest problem that we do face is how we don't interact with students enough, and how I can tell you for a fact that every person in that office works really, really hard, but we're just not able to convey it to the students. It's just, I could meet a random student, they'd be like, what have you done?
True.
Because people just don't know what we're doing. And I think that's very important to actually, it could be something as really basic as even releasing it on social media. So what I would have in my mind is, everybody writes their manifestos, and everybody promises really big things, but who's there to follow up with it? And who's there to say that, I've actually done all of these things? So what I would want to do is, if I am elected, I would implement a whole checklist system of each and every executive.
So they, they've actually kept their word.
Yeah, and I think this is something that really motivates the candidates as well. To want to actually give their best, because if you're part of the team and you don't pull your weight and the others are, then it makes it and if it's going out, then it's a check and balance system. Then that I need to do as much as the others are.
True.
So yeah.
So, Sara, the crusher, why should Ken and I vote for you?
Because there's literally nobody else who has as much experience as I do when it comes
There's also
to dealing
literally
with...
no one else.
well, yes, but I definitely can tell you that I'm not the kind of person who thinks something or says something else. I think this is something that the management knows now, and also even if you take, for example, the student council, I'm always very vocal about what I believe in, and so if there is an issue that needs to be tackled, and I really do believe that you have to be someone who stands your ground and who can truly represent you when it comes to dealing with management, because there is a big gap between them. They have a certain set of aims which they want, goals that they want to achieve, and we need to find a way to integrate that into what students want.
True.
So it's all about how you tackle that, and definitely knowing people on campus, making sure you talk to them and you understand what they want. You can send out 1 million surveys, but you're never gonna get the same kind of the same kind of result as when you interact with people.
Oh.
So, Sarah, how would you feel after you win? Will it be a celebrate kind of stuff, or you just feel I have more work to do?
Well, if I do win, I think the first thing would be, for me, I think something that I would really want to focus on is try to gel my team together from the very beginning. Because I feel like the SA needs to work as one body and not as... So when you have a goal in mind, it shouldn't just be one executive's goal.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone needs to supplement
have
into
a
that.
common goal.
Exactly. So, I think that's very, very important. And obviously, I am still very, very committed to my activities position, and I am in the process of planning the ball. I have an event going on currently, so yeah.
But on the flip side, what would your plan of action be if you don't win, say?
Well, if I don't win, then it is just what it is. At least I would know that I tried, and I tried to at least take a step forward to what we can be, and because I wouldn't want to live with, what if, and I could have done this, I could have done that. and if I don't, and I feel like I have so much work as it is as activities officer that I'm always going to be committed to that. So I'll be focusing on that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for willing to be here and put up with him.
Oh, okay.
How am I the hard one?
Okay, put up with both of them, guys.
Oh! There goes my
This is
votes.
the last time she's gonna appear on this show.
Okay.
No more votes. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to UNMC Diaries. My name is Shamra,
And I'm Ken.
and today we have.
Hi, I'm Madhara.
So, in our previous episode, we kind of like heard that Madhara had dropped out, and we asked Sara about it. But now Madhara is back again.
Madhara is back, guys.
So, Madhara, why? So, is it true? Did you drop out and you're back running again?
I did consider dropping out for a short period of time. Reason being that I was a bit stressed out due to the overwhelming the politics involved in running as SA president. There was drama, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, as usual, of course, it's always there. So I was feeling a little overwhelmed. But the reason I'm back is because I had a breather. I took a breather. I thought about it, and I realized that if I were to become SA president, it would be my ability, my role to stop all of these things, to avoid drama, to avoid unnecessary complications. And I believe that I can bring something to the table.
So, Madhara, did you officially try to drop out?
I did. I informed the authorities, the relevant authorities, on my decision.
So they didn't like. Did they like advise you against it, or is it like is there like a rule that you can't drop out, or
They reserve the right to reject my request to withdraw, and they did. Yes.
So for future, or anyone in the audience that might want to run in the future, so might want to take note of this.
it kind of like confuses me though, like the rejecting your offer to drop out. Never mind. Request to drop out, because like last year when I was a second year, I think some of the viewers know it, but do you guys remember President Trump? Yeah. So I'm a bit confused, like that if it's so easy for people to drop out, why didn't they like withdraw your request before, like reject your request before?
They said that my reason was not strong enough.
Okay. I mean, yeah,
I
that's just
suppose, yeah, I suppose
Can
they
you lie
wanted
about
me
your
to
reason
think-
to say?
I mean, like, could you
Can you
lie?
lie about your reason? I don't know. Is that a possibility?
Because I always thought it was like in the constitution that all candidates were free to drop out at any given moment, because it was regarding like constitutional rights and like also human rights of the candidates. So I don't know. It's a very gray area in the constitution, and maybe as a president you can like, maybe if you do get the president position, you can shed more light and transparency on it for like future candidates and the students.
So, Madhara, what would you think you did do differently from the current batch of committees?
Yeah.
What would I do differently? Well, definitely increased transparency. I'm not going to say anything about this year's executives. Of course, they have done a wonderful job, to be honest. Especially Spirit Week last week. It's been a good year, except for the confusion in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a great year, and I think the one thing I would do differently would be increased transparency, especially in terms of the financials. I think it would be best to publish financial statements, and I believe it's stated in the constitution that the SA vice president, to be specific, has to release financial statements.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Madhara, what do you think is the biggest problem in
UNMC currently faces.
I've spoken to a number of students actually, and everyone seems to be quite alright with the status quo actually. Of course, there's the usual issues with the parking and the lights, but if you were to go onto the SA website and read the meeting minutes of the executives, they are addressing the issue, as well as the Home Office's very long and very sweet emails. They are addressing the issue. So it is a work in progress.
So, Madhara, like, the big question is like, why should people vote for you? But I feel like in your current position, there's also another question like attached to it. Like, people know you've already like tried to drop out once, so I'm like, why should people be given like kind of like reassurance as to why they should vote for you? Because like you've already tried to drop out once. Like, what's the like the catch that you want like drop out again like halfway through the year? You know, like why should people vote for you?
Yeah, here's the thing. Even in my hustings, what I'm going to say is that I'm going to be very honest about what I can bring to the table. My specific leadership skills, especially in terms of my prior experience in YES, I will bring all of that in. I will tell you these are the things that I will give you, and I will promise myself I'm not the kind of person who comes up with these really creative, crazy ideas, these new things. But as a president, your job and role is to support the other executives in making all of their dreams for you a reality. So that is what I will bring. And if that is what the students want, then they should vote for me. But if they want something other than that, then I'm sorry, I can't deliver.
You can't guarantee.
Of course, yeah.
So, is there anything else you want to say to the audience? Maybe, vote
Words
for
of
me, yeah,
encouragement.
anything.
I really want to thank all of my supporters to date. Everyone who wants to vote for me comes up to me and says, "Hi, you've got my vote." Thank you so much for that. It's been really nice.
Thank you guys so much for
So basically,
listening.
that's it. So,
Thank you, Madhara,
thank you,
for being
yeah,
here.
thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.